This week, we're talking all about why clients are rejecting you on Upwork. Are you ready? Let's go! Rejection is never fun, right? Like, you never hear anybody saying, I love it when I get rejected, especially when it comes to freelance clients on Upwork. You work so hard to craft the perfect cover letter or pitch, and you read it and then you reread it and have a friend read it to make sure it's a really strong proposal. Then you send it off to the client and you just know it's gonna really resonate with them, and they're gonna respond excitedly, emotionally even, and tell you that you are the freelancer that they always dreamed of hiring. But then, nothing. Flat out nothing. You don't hear back at all. Days become weeks, and pretty soon you realize you've been rejected on Upwork. And as your rejection sets in even further, you begin to wonder that soul-gnawing question. Why? Why did this happen? Was it me? Was it them? Could I have done something differently? Who actually got the job? Are they that much better than me? Should I have lowered my prices? What could I have done to have won this project? And while it's not good to dwell on the past, it is good to take a second and reflect. So this week, we're going to dive into the 5 main things that I see freelancers do that get them rejected on Upwork. But before we dive in, I have an exciting announcement to make. I am hosting a free live masterclass all about how to land those high-paying clients on Upwork, called The 3 Simple Steps to Land High-Paying Clients on Upwork. It makes sense, right? The title goes along with what it actually is all about, okay? So if you're tired of settling for low-paying clients that are tough to work with, or if you're struggling to find clients at all on Upwork, then this masterclass is for you. I'm going to take you through the same 3 steps that I have used to consistently land 4 to 6K projects on Upwork. So no matter where you're at as a freelancer, if you're ready to start getting those next level dream clients and start having them show up in your inbox every week, all from the biggest freelancing platform in the world, then you do not want to miss this free masterclass. There are 3 dates to choose from, so go to upworkforwebdesigners.com and sign up to reserve your seat and start landing those high-paying clients on Upwork. All right, are you ready to learn the 5 main reasons clients are rejecting you on Upwork? Okay, let's do it. Number 1, the first reason that you're getting rejected on Upwork is because you are not pitching to the right projects. Most freelancers get rejected on Upwork because they are pitching to projects they got no business pitching to. Plain and simple. If you're going to even out the number of wins to the number of proposals sent, right? And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to send as few amount of proposals as you can and get the most amount of wins. Then you've got to think really clearly about who you are and who your ideal client is. And you do that by first understanding what makes you unique as a freelancer. Now, don't argue with me about this, okay? Believe it or not, every freelancer has a unique combination of talent and skills. And we're not just talking about the hard skills like Photoshop or JavaScript or HTML or PHP or whatever. We're talking about the soft skills as well, things like communicating or empathizing. There is no other freelancer out there like you. And I hope you feel a little bit encouraged. Just consider me your encouraging freelance web design uncle, okay? There's no other freelancer out there like you. So you've got to figure out what sets you apart. So to do that, think about the things in your own life that have come naturally to you where others have struggled. Those are the things that set you apart. It could be a hard skill, or it could be something like figuring out how to really explain things in such a way that people have an easy time understanding what you're saying. These are the soft skills that can really set you apart as a freelancer. And if you're having trouble by figuring out what your unique gifting and talents are, then my suggestion is to phone a friend. Ask 10 people close to you if they've noticed anything in your life that is unique or something that seems to have been easy for you specifically to figure out. And then after you've got a few ideas about what makes you unique, it's time to think about which clients are looking for those unique giftings and skill sets. And this way, you don't waste your time with clients that won't really appreciate what you bring to the table. And you can stop getting rejected on Upwork because you're not pitching to clients who just aren't very likely to hire you. Number two, the second reason why you're getting rejected on Upwork is you're not paying attention. Have you ever tried hiring someone on platforms like Upwork? You should try it just for fun because it's crazy. Okay. A lot of people that send in proposals don't even read the project descriptions. How do I know? Because when I post a job on Upwork, I ask specific questions. And at most, 25% of the freelancers that send in the proposals answer those questions. It's sad, but it's true. And this isn't just true on Upwork alone. We get the same thing at the company that I work for full time. Show it. Tons of developers respond to our job openings, but very few actually take the time to really read through the posting and then answer the questions we intentionally put in there to filter out the folks that aren't taking it seriously. It brings to light the reasons why you hear so many folks saying things like, I sent out 100 resumes and didn't hear back from one. It's because you weren't intentional about what you were doing. You didn't think through what the job posting was really asking. So before you pitch, slow down, read the job posting, take some time to think about the client and see if there's anything they're looking for you to answer in your cover letter. And then if you really want to get extra credit, do a little bit of research on them, right? So do a little bit of internet spying, internet sleuthing, okay? See if you can dig up the name of the company they work for or own. Dig up the website that they're going to have you redesign. Just get any kind of information that will show them you took a good look at their job description and you weren't just shooting out proposals like shotgun spray. Okay, number three, the third reason why you are getting rejected on Upwork is you're not addressing the real want. Have you ever heard the expression, no one buys a hammer because they really want a hammer? I mean, think about it, because this really rings true to me, right? No one really wants a hammer. When I go to the hardware store, I'm not thinking, man, I have to have a hammer in my life. No, when we buy a hammer, it's because we want what the hammer can do. And what can hammers do? Hammers can put nails in walls. But then again, nobody really wants a nail in the wall, right? Nobody comes into a house and says, I just wish this wall had more nails in it, right? No, they want to hang pictures. And then again, no one really wants to hang pictures. They want to be reminded of memories of their loved ones or the places that they've gone. Even from there, you could keep going because our true motivations as people are always much deeper than the surface level. And this is the same thing that is true with freelance clients on Upwork. So if you want to stop being rejected on Upwork, your job is to try and uncover what the client really wants. And I like to think of a client's wants by splitting things up into 3 levels. Level 1 is the surface level stuff, right? It's the things that they put in the job description. It's things like, I need my website redesigned, or I need to have a logo created, or I need some copy written for my landing page or for whatever. And those are great, and you have to address those things, but you're going to have to go further if you're going to win the job. You'll have to at least get to motivation level 2, which is the immediate reason behind level 1. Level 2 deals with things like the client is wanting to make more money, right? So they want to redesign their website because they want to earn more money. They want their business to grow. Or maybe they want to take some responsibility off of their shoulders. Maybe they've been the one who has been updating the website every month, and they're looking for somebody to kind of take that off of their plate. Or maybe they want somebody who can give them the freedom to do what they do best in their business, the things that make the most sense for them to focus on because it moves the needle the most with what they're trying to accomplish. And by you coming in as the freelancer and taking that for them, they can shift their attention to those types of things. And a lot of times this level, level 2, will be deep enough to stand out to a client. But there's a deeper level still, and that is level 3. Level 3 has to do with things like feeling successful, okay? So we wanted the website to be redesigned so we could make more money, so we could feel successful. Or giving them peace back in their day, right? They're stressed out because they've got too much stuff to do. So they hired you as a freelancer so they could have some peace in their workplace, or maybe allowing them to focus on their purpose. Like, have you ever done stuff that you knew you weren't good at, but you just had to do it? It's kind of soul sucking. Okay. So if you can come in and help a client focus on what their purpose really is in their business or in life, you're going to get to that third level motivation. And if you really want to wow a client, you have to try to tie the results that you'll be able to give them with these deeper level motivations. You'll start getting rejected on Upwork a lot less, and you'll also be able to deliver more meaningful results to your clients. Number 4, the fourth reason why you keep getting rejected on Upwork is because you are making it all about you and you're not backing it up. I see so many freelancers fill their pitches or cover letters with a laundry list of all their skills and achievements. Their proposals look something like this. I'm a trustworthy freelancer with 5 years of experience. I know JavaScript, HTML, CSS, PHP, Java, React. I get projects done on time, and I am super communicative. Now, on the surface level, that doesn't sound bad, right? The problem is you didn't mention the client once. It was all about you. Me. Okay? If you want to stop being rejected on Upwork, you've got to make your pitches all about your clients. So you say things like, I'm excited to make your project a success. Or it sounds like you've got a really interesting business and I'd love to help you. Instead of mentioning all the reasons why you're awesome, focus on them. And the key thing here is a really simple trick where you're just watching your pronouns, right? If you notice yourself saying I or me much more often than you or your, you need to go back and change some things up. And don't use generalities or platitudes when you talk about your own achievements. It's not necessarily taboo to say that you're good at something, but when you do, back up those claims with hardcore data, right? So instead of saying, I'm super communicative, you quote a past client who mentioned how good you were at communicating. Or if you have hard numbers, like after I redesigned my last client's website, they went from selling X number of products to 10X number of products, right? You're getting really specific about the claims that you're making. So make it specific and factual, but more than anything, make it about the client. And number 5, the final reason why you're getting rejected on Upwork is that you're not leaving a call to action. You have to spell out the next step for your future client when you come to the end of your proposal. Now, this isn't because your client is stupid and won't know what to do if you don't. But the goal is to try and remove as much friction from them saying yes to you as possible. This goes back to some good old proven conversion principles. You're trying to make a really smooth runway for them hiring you as a freelancer on Upwork. Another thing that it does is it also communicates a sense of professionalism that can help you stand out. And the great thing is it doesn't have to be anything special, right? You could tell them, just reply to this proposal to get the process started. But one really great thing that I learned from an Upwork freelancer named Morgan Overholt is to leave a link to a calendar sign up in your pitch. So there's free services like Calendly and other things out there where you can sign up for free and start scheduling calls with clients through a calendar that has your availability. And this keeps you from the back and forth trying to figure out a time, and it makes things really simple for you and your client. In other words, it removes the friction. So show them how to move forward with hiring you rather than making the client figure out what to do next. Now, after all of this is said and done, if you put these things into place and you still find yourself getting rejected by clients more than you wish you would, then here's one simple thing that you can do to improve your rejection rate drastically. You want to know what it is? Just ask. All you have to do is ask clients why they chose to go with someone else. Or ask the clients that do hire you why they chose you instead of someone else. Even questions like, what stood out about me versus all of the other freelancers that you hired? They can be a game changer, because after you've got a little bit of that information, you can then start to use it in your proposals on the next go around. You can highlight the things that they said really stood out, and you can minimize the things that they said they were a little bit anxious about. And you minimize it either by playing more to your strengths or by improving those things that they didn't like. But whatever you do, don't let the reason you're getting rejected on Upwork stay in the mystery zone. You can do this, right? There are freelancers out there who are way worse than you, who are crushing it. They are finding clients all the time because they are putting these things into practice. How do I know? Because I've talked to clients and seen some work from their past freelancers and asked them how much money they paid for that. And I was astounded. I'm like, that is more than I would have charged you. And it's a lot worse than I would have given. And I'm willing to bet the same is true for you. It's going to take some work, but you can figure it out if you stick with it and keep fine-tuning your pitch. Pretty soon, you'll look back and you'll see that your pitch to win ratio is getting closer and closer to a whole number. Well, I hope that this episode was beneficial for you. I hope you got some really nice gems that you can go and put into practice today when pitching to clients on Upwork. Hey, just a reminder, we've got a free training, a free masterclass coming up next week. And you do not want to miss this. I'm going to be talking all about how to land those high-paying clients on Upwork. I'm going to be diving a little bit deeper into some of the stuff that I've talked about today to give you a proven system for finding and landing those top dollar dream clients that you would love to work with all on Upwork. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to upworkforwebdesigners.com. Sign up for a time. There's 3 to choose from, and we'll get you going into the next step. It's going to be a good time. All right, until next Wednesday when we do this again, keep going, keep fine-tuning those Upwork pitches, and don't forget, if you don't quit, you win.